by using the figurative speech. We also know that many a times, whenever we are dealing with language, whenever we are discussing about our thoughts, sharing any information, sharing any kind of idea, we use language. And while using language, in case if there is any confusion in spelling, then it creates lots of problems. So today, tomorrow, day after, that means till Thursday, we are going to do the exercises. We are going to have the classes. On Friday morning, we are going to have a group discussion saying that what are the things that we have learned, what are the things that we understood during these classes, during these 3 days class. All right. And so it would be a revision class plus group discussion class. So everybody should pay attention whatever we are going to discuss right now. They are very interesting, easy to understand, but the problem is that very often we commit mistakes, and that is the reason why we see that we find difficulty. We really find it very difficult to present our thoughts and ideas in the best manner. So, moving ahead, let us start our class on the topic called as confusing words. All right. So, as you all know, when we talk about confusing words, there can be so many words which can be confusing, right? From your childhood days, you might have studied about the different confusing words. And but this is not a rocket science. This is a topic which was known, told, taught many a times. But as managers, it is very important to understand the meaning of confusing words. All right. To do this, a small activity. Each one of you, can you find out the word if this is wrongly spelled as, instead of manager, Manger. If there is a slight mistake, instead of writing Manager, manager, I write it as Manger. Will it really create lots of difference? Quickly, you can Google it. You can find out from your own side what is the meaning of mango. Instead of manager, if you are looking for the word meaning of mango, what does it mean? Nobody knows. How many of you are living in villages? How many of you have cows, buffaloes in your village, in your house? So do you feed the cattle? When you are feeding the cattle, then you must have seen there must be a big cement bowl like thing in which they mix up the cut grass, that is hay. They cut the hay, they put it in that particular box. They mix up with the other vegetables and they present in front of the animal so that the animal can eat it, right? So could we understand the difference between manager and mango? Now imagine if you are writing a letter and if you say that I would like to communicate, or can I have a word with HR mango? Will it sound good? Will it sound okay? What is your opinion? Instead of saying, I want to be an HR manager, you have skipped that letter A and by mistake you have written it as HR mango. Do you believe that people will consider it as just a mistake, or the whole meaning of the sentence would change? If the meaning of sentence would change, quickly in the chat box, change sentence CS. CS in the chat box. How many of you agree that that will change the complete meaning of the sentence just if we skip or if we fail to write A in between that particular words? Now, this is what confusing words would deal with. All right. So everybody, now I am going to share a slide with you all to show you what actually the confusion word may look like. Now you can see here, generally they may sound same. Many a times they are homophone. Now what do we understand by homophone? Homo means one, phone means sound, similar sounds. For example, whenever you hear the word SEEC, SEAC, and then the letter C. Now, while pronouncing, slight change, slight variation will be there in the tonality, but still, when you hear it as if we are using the same sound, right? Similarly, when I use the word here and here, right? So these are homophone. Can I get quickly from you people one homophone that is there in your mind? Quickly in the chat box. One homophone that you could think right now when when I was explaining you about the homophones, when I was detailing you about the homophones, what is that one homophone that comes into your mind? Quickly in the chat box. Now don't search. Whatever has come in your mind, please do write it. Very good, Megha Pandey. Where and where? All right. But again, this is not homophone. Of course, this will become a homophone, Megha, if you are writing this as where and where. But were, W-E-R-E were, many a times I have corrected. Very good, Aradhana. Very good, Shantanu. Yes, Tanya. Uh, Again, Megha, they sound bit different there. They sound bit different. All right. Again, Ismail, there are two different words where, yes, of course, this where and this where, they both are homophones. All right. So you need to practice it. Of course, Himanshu, peace and peace, flower and floor. Okay. Pray and pray that you can see. Yes, very good. So there are lot many homophones which are there. Excellent. But again, this here is wrong. The spelling should be H-A-R-E and H-A-I-R here. Ismail? So yes, we are going to come back to that particular problems of you people. Yes, you and you. Excellent, Zia. So I think that you all could understand whenever there is a same sound, right? Very good, Rajan. Sun and sun. Excellent. So whenever we talk about good Araf, heel and heel, R and R, excellent. Mohini, good. So I think every one of you now know how homophones are really important. And in case if we spell the spellings wrongly, if we are not focusing on the spellings rightly, the whole meaning would change, right? Yeah. So whenever we are talking about confusing words, let me help you with each one of these so that you people can understand the difference between the confusing words and why it is important for managers, for future managers to work out on these things. All right. So the first one you can see here, stationary and stationary, dual and dual, accept and accept, desert and desert, capital and capital, altar and altar, birth and birth, meat versus meat, pray versus pray. These all are confusing words. And if we really want to improve our confusing words, we should know the spellings. Very good, Aditya. Cell and cell. Excellent. Swati, very good. Male and male. Excellent. So, Ananta, very good. Off and off. Shipu, very good. Two and two. So, why do we get confused? The main question is, why do we get confused? What is your take? Why do you think that generally students, they get confused? Excellent, Sakit. Carrot and carrot. Very good. So, why do you think we get confused? Yes, Deepa, why do we get confused? Yes, Swati, why do you think people get confused? What are the reasons for getting confused? Okay, Ananta says pronunciation. Aradhana also states because of similar pronunciation. All right. Tanya also agrees with the same term, pronunciation. Yes, of course. Pronunciation is one thing because of which we may get confused. All right. Only pronunciation is the problem. Only pronunciation. Every time do we speak and speak and speak? Do you think only speaking is done? Of course, listening is part of speaking, dear. If somebody is speaking, definitely there will be someone who's going to listen it. So, is it related to only speaking and listening? Is it related to only speaking and listening? Or are there any other problems or are there any other issues? All right. Mohini very rightly stated that meanings and spelling. We should know the spelling. We should also know the meaning. Very good, Zia. Rightly stated here. It is equally important for us to understand how do we write, how do we spell, what are the different meanings. Shalini Kumari, excellent here. Very good. So where to use exactly what word? We should know. Rightly stated, Himanshu. Yes, understanding is a big problem. Rightly stated by Aditya Kishore. Grammar, of course, mechanics of grammar. We should know what are the ways of writing things. So if we do not understand, as Deepa had rightly stated, that we will not be able to present our statement in a right way. So in case if we are really willing to improve our language skills, if we really want to have good command of this language called as English, particularly business English. Why? Because today you are living a personal life wherein as a learner, as a student, you are enjoying your classes and sessions. Some of you, you may not even like pursuing your studies, but it is by force. May not be like explicit, but implicit. Your inner heart is forcing you to learn, to enhance your skills so that your career can be a better one. So please keep this in your mind that whenever we talk about confusing words, we should know the basics of the word. And whenever we are talking about the basic of word, what are we talking about? We should know certain unfamiliar words. Say, for example, when I have used the word alter and alter, do we really know the word meaning of these two? Similarly, when I was using the words like bail and bail, what is the meaning? One bail you all might have heard. Whenever there is a person who commences any offense or who commits any crime, they may have to get the permission of living with his family only by getting the bail. But what about the other bail? So the cotton, the lighter weights are generally measured in bales, all right? So there is another bail too. So what is the word meaning? So there are many unfamiliar words which are there, and we should know all these unfamiliar words. How can we know unfamiliar words? Reading is the best exercise. And that is the reason why every now and then people will ask you, read something. Why don't you read? Why don't you read books? Why don't you read newspaper? Why don't you read articles? Why don't you read journals? Why don't you read magazine? Why are they asking us to read? To improve our vocabulary so that we will come to know about unfamiliar words. While reading newspaper, many a times we come across certain new words, right? And because of that certain new words, it will improve our vocabulary, which is very well stated by Ismail. So yes, Ismail, that is what I always ask and believe in. I should read regularly. If I don't read regularly, I will not be able to understand the words. In order to understand the words, in order to understand my problem, and in order to eradicate that problem, in order to eliminate that problem and to come up with a solution, regular reading matters a lot. Every day, minimum one single page, you must read. When you read, what is going to happen? One, you will come across unfamiliar words. You will also come across the spellings. As we started this class with the spelling, the difference between manager and manga. Similarly, whenever we are writing different words, most of the time, I often see students writing the spelling of definition wrongly. Can you all can you all write and type the word definition in the chat box quickly? What is the spelling of definition? What is the spelling of definition? All right. How many of you have written NATION? How many of you have mentioned NATION? Again, that's a wrong spelling. NITION. DEFINITION is the right spelling. Similarly, what is the spelling of interest? Interest. Quickly in the chat box. I'm waiting for your responses. Interest. So I can see Sufi writing Interest. Generally, most of the students I see, Aman has again mentioned it as Interest. That's a wrong spelling. It is Interest. The last one, and this is my favorite, which I often see people committing mistake. Definitely, definitely. Spelling of definitely. Quickly in the chat box. I see the spelling errors. I see the spelling errors. Okay, okay. So the right spelling is Defintely. All right, not with A but with I. So please remember, spellings matters a lot, and spelling can. How are we going to improve our spelling? This is the big question. Now, spellings can be improvised only when you regularly read and when you're regularly writing, and then practice it. How do we practice? By pronouncing the word, by practicing the loud pronunciation of the different sounds so that you can join together the sounds and then you can reach up with the proper pronunciation. So, yes, Ismail, not only reading newspaper, dear, read anything that is there around you. You can read books. Yes, Prerna, you can read college books, you can read school books, you can read novels, you can read story books, you can read magazines, you can read journals, you can read lot many things. All right. So please keep this in your mind that whenever you are reading, reading will help you a lot. So how can we avoid confusion in our words? The words that are confusing are there or exist only when we do not know the words. The words which are known are called as familiar words. The words which are not known will be named as unfamiliar words. What should we do? We should bring out, change the unfamiliarity to familiarity. Read a lot, try to learn the spellings, try to learn the pronunciation so that you can improve your command over the language skills. Now, what should we do to avoid confusion? What should be done? I have given you 3 tips. What should be done in order to avoid confusion? Quickly, can you all reiterate? What should be done in order to avoid confusion? What are the tips that were shared? Very good, Aradhna. Regular reading can help us. Practice, yes. Writing, yes. Excellent. And speaking, okay? That we should not forget because pronunciation can happen only when we speak. Very good, Aditya. Yes. Speaking, reading, writing, speaking. Reading, writing, speaking. So each one of us, we should read, we should write, we should speak. How many of you regularly read? How many of you regularly write? How many of you regularly speak? If you do this all these 3 activities, regular reading, regular writing, and regular speaking, can improve a lot. That implementation of these 3 can definitely help you to improve your command on language skills. So, rightly stated, Amrita, it could be any kind of newspaper, article, magazine, anything, any written material, all right? Whatever you are coming across, if you just read it loudly, practice it, you will see you are going to hold a strong command over language skills. And then you can identify. Generally, when I ask people, why do they commit mistakes? They do commit mistakes only because they are ignorant. In ignorance, they commit mistakes. Otherwise, when they are asked to think, recheck, revise, they quickly identify where they have committed mistake. So proofread, if you remember, while doing the letters, while doing the notice, while talking about the memos, minutes of meeting, reading, proposal writing, lot many things. We went on talking about proofreading. Your mother, when you were in class 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, even 11th and 12th, before taking up the exams, before asking you to go out of your house to take up your or to appear for the examination, she might have given you the last word, uh, the tip, isn't it? The last message that she says is, look, once when you finish your exam, revise each and everything. Why was she emphasizing on the word revise? Because many a time when we revise, we come across our own mistakes, and when we come across our own mistakes, we do correct it. So revision matters a lot. Proofreading matters a lot. All right. To avoid confusion, the three tips is read regularly, write regularly, speak regularly. All right. So let me see now how many of you are really smart and intelligent, and I want the answers in the chat box. Let me do this in a different way. No chat box writing. All right. Each one of you, I'll give you a minute time to search for a paper and pen. Go and search for a paper and pen and quickly come back in a minute time so that you all can take this as a test. And then I'm going to share their answers via email. You can find out which answer, like how many of you have taken up the test rightly, how many of them were correct, how many of have you committed mistake, and then how do you rectify those mistakes. All right. So I think I gave you 30 seconds. I'll be giving you 30 more seconds so that you people can rush, get a paper, get a pen, and take this test. I would like to see each one of you getting 100% correct. All right, because these are very, very simple, very, very simple. And I know my students are damn good. They are excellent, good students. So, therefore, you all are going to score 100 on 100. All right, now let me see. Here is the question number one. My little cousin turns dash years old tomorrow. Don't give the answer in the chat box. You just write them on the piece of paper. All right. I think you all might have written the answer. Here is the next question.
She
No answers, please. No answers. No answers, dear. You are going to be absolutely quiet. No answers. Write the answer only in the piece of paper. Only in the piece of paper. I will be sharing the answers. You can correct yourself and then you can share the answers with us tomorrow. That how many of you were 100% right? What were the mistakes that you have committed? Answer. The next door neighbor's dog is dash loud. He barks constantly throughout the night. Which one is the right word? There are three options. You have to choose the right option. Fill in the blank with the right option. All right? So I think each one of you must have opted the right one. Here is the third question. Dash mother called this morning to talk about the party. Dash mother called this morning to talk about the party. Everybody might have taken this. Fill the blank with the right word. There are two options. Choose the right one. Here comes the next. I would rather eat a slice of chocolate cake dash eat a chocolate muffin. Which word is the right one? Out of two, choose the correct one. Choose the correct option, please. I would rather eat a slice of chocolate cake dash eat a chocolate muffin. The next one. Before the meeting, he drank a cup of coffee and dash brushed his teeth. Before the meeting, he drank a cup of coffee and dash brushed his teeth. Which is the right option? I hope everybody might have chosen the right one. Okay, this is the next question. Do you have any dash change to pay the parking meter? Do you have any dash change to pay the parking meter? There are two options. Out of these, one is right, the other one is wrong. Choose the correct option. I believe each one of you must have opted the right one. The next one. Father must dash left his briefcase at the office. Father must dash left his briefcase at the office. All right. The next. Before playing ice hockey, I was dash to read the contract. Before playing ice hockey, I was dash to read the contract, but I only skimmed it and signed my name quickly. We discussed about skimming way of reading, right? When you just look at the different words without reading it in entirety or in totality, all right? Looking from top to bottom and then signing off. Do you all remember the consent letter when we were asking you to sign at the gate of ISM Patna, wherein when I have asked you to read the consent letter or to read the code of conduct of the students after lockdown in the month of Jan and Feb, you people were busy in signing than reading it in entirety. So such kind of reading is called as skimming. So, but I only skimmed it and signed my name quickly, which made dash my understanding of rules. So there are two fill in the blanks in this particular option with two options. One is right, the other one is wrong. Choose the right one. And then let us move to the next. Again, in this question, there are two fill in the blanks, two options. One is right, the other one is wrong. Let me read the sentence for you. Tonight, she will dash down and dash a cover letter to accompany her resume and job application. Tonight, she will dash down and dash a cover letter to accompany her resume and job application. I think each one of you must have opted the right one. Here is the next. It must be fall because the leaves dash changing and dash getting darker earlier. All right. So you know that in Western countries, the winter is called as a fall. So therefore, it must be fall because the leaves dash changing and dash getting darker earlier. All right. So that's all. So I think each one of you must have taken up this particular session's test, and I want to see your responses tomorrow, right, dear? So we are going to have such kind of classes wherein it becomes easy for you to understand the concept. So did we understand the concept of today's class with examples? So do you all know with examples what is the topic that we are going to discuss in detail tomorrow as well as day after, right? So any kind of confusion related to today's class, right? No confusion? Perfect. So let me mark your attendance. Here is the link of your attendance. Here I post it on the chat, and I want you all to mark your attendance in the next 2 minutes time. All right. So thank you very much for attending today's class. See you all tomorrow with the same topic, but in detailed concept. All right. So we should understand with practical examples. We are going to understand that why confusing words are so important for the managers. All right, dear. So thank you, each one of you, of attending today's class, for attending today's class. And please remember, uh, Prerna and Swati, I know I am troubling you, but please do encourage from all the others, like by letting other students know that attending classes are very, very important here. All right. Thank you very much. God bless you all. Do take good care of yourself and have a fantastic day ahead. See you all tomorrow.